Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yes, it looks like Arenas is back as a LTM, and it makes me wonder, are they going to make it permanent? Also, there is this longbow cat added to the game. Now, something else I noticed is that this is either a longbow or that's a triple take with a 6x on it. I'm pretty sure it probably is a longbow, but that's pretty wild if that is. So what this video is about is that we're going to cover the update, we're going to look at the article, and then we're going to cover the abilities that we saw from the recent trailer, just in case you missed it. The first ability, Sparrow's getting a double jump. It really adds more mobility to the game, and man, does this outclass Vantage. I mean, that's crazy. I hope they get Vantage a buff at this point. Like, that's insane. And you can scale the wall and jump. That's just insane. Second ability, we have a track dart. So we knew that Sparrow was going to be a recon legend from the looks of it. Also feels similar to Valorant with that track dart. Most likely we'll be able to destroy it. That's my guess, but we'll have to investigate and see when it comes out. Third ability, as we thought, an ultimate that stuns everyone. I'm going to bet that it does do some damage, and it looks to grab many opponents. Now, the Bocek is on the floor, and this one I'm kind of highlighting and maybe as a fourth ability, because Sparrow looks to be able to add a grenade. I wonder if that's going to be applicable to everyone, or is that just for Sparrow? I mean, the fact you can add grenades is maybe just, it's insane for a passive, if that's true, or if it's gonna have a cooldown. I'm not really sure, but it still looks pretty cool. So we're confirming, yes, a recon legend, but what I found interesting is that they showcase that you can shoot it from a distance, so that would be interesting if that is the case. So in the article, let's circle back over here, let's take a look. I know what you can see in the article, it kind of breaks down some of the stuff we talked about. The link of this is going to be in the description down below. It also said more about our latest legend, our dedicated blog on May 2nd, so that looks to be tomorrow. We'll cover that blog if we can, depending on the time frame that it releases. The Bocek that we had mentioned, keep the firepower coming with infused with Bocek with frags to utilize explosive capabilities. That's what I said. I assume that's for everyone. Fire these arrows, and after a short fuse, they explode into a radius. So that's why I'm saying I don't think that's just Sparrow. The fact that it's back on the floor, the Bocek will not take traditional ammo like the other weapons. Arrows cannot be found by traditional looting. Instead, each Bocek compound bow will start with its own quiver of arrows, which can be replenished by recollecting the arrows and has been fired into the world. Don't worry, a portion of the arrows used to kill an enemy will be available. So it looks to be one of those high skill, high reward, essentially. You know, you got to land your shots. You don't have a whole lot of ammo, but it's got a lot of reward. And it makes me wonder if it's going to take multiple arrows if you use the frag grenade attached to it. You know, how much is it going to utilize in terms of resources, even though realistically it could just be one. Kind of curious. But I assume that's for everybody, so that kind of confirms it here. LTM's Arenas, you hear that? It's the roar of the crowd. Arenas is back with a fresh update that will be rolled out over Prodigy. I don't know what that means. It just feels like an old target range. You can expect familiarity while making new marks. Apex Legends has been a breath of new content since we were last in the arena. And you can expect all of that play its part, including the Prodigy Legend Sparrow, akimbo weapons, and Bocek. The arena matches are now shorter. The first team to win 3 rounds will be crowned a champion. They also are adding quality of life introduction. It also, I read some, oh, there it is, 1v1s. Our mid-season update will ante when arenas shift into a 1v1 variant. That sounds really cool. Again, finally, health items will now be available at the beginning of the round to keep your sights on more interesting store choices. That's pretty cool. Now, Ranked is also getting some changes as well. Takeover brought some adjustments to resets, and now Prodigy is bringing in some additional tuning to help balance and bring players of like skill closer together. Now, I knew they had some skill-based matchmaking already in Ranked, and that does kind of worry me, because then I'm going to put my 2 cents in here that somebody's diamond rank could be easier than another person. So let's continue reading, but I'm just putting my 2 cents in concerns. Your starting rank tier and division will now be based on your hidden skill value from the seasons of the past, with a bronze reset rule for those who missed a season being removed. We'll also be reintroducing other aspects that should have a positive impact on your ranked experience, ranked challenges, and rank ladders. So they put that in the trailer too, where it also looks like stuff is legend specific. Both will ensure that your rewards fully reflect your skill over the split while giving you a little something extra to chase. They said they'll break down a little bit more in Prodigy patch notes who are hungry for the nitty-gritty details. And they also are buffing Pathfinder. I'm sure Caution's freaking out about this. There may be some new legend this season. That doesn't mean that the OGs aren't still getting some love. Pathy is sure to swing back into the meta with improved zipline Zen, variable cooldown is tactical, and 2 fresh new upgrades that may make him a threat you didn't see ziplining in. So yeah, this is coming out. Again, we're going to be streaming this on Sunday. So we're going to try to cover as many changes as we can that we've captured, all buffs and nerfs as we normally do, and also break down all the abilities in the test range and try to break and mess with the abilities as much as possible. Try to keep the videos refined as well. Now, some other positive things, I'm going to be in New Orleans this Saturday, so if you want to show up, I'm doing a meet and greet with 2 other creators as well. If you stop by, the first 7 people, I'm offering free coaching for 25 minutes. I'll give you like a little trinket or something, and then just add me on Discord and we'll schedule a separate session. So hey, free coaching, new season, new exciting stuff. I'm still working on improving, getting better, always pushing things forward. I'm really pumped about this. So if you guys enjoyed, this is a fast video, I know, but I really want to give the information quick. I'll see you guys all real soon.